How you doing, folks? Mario from MF Fly Tying. Thank you very much for joining us again. If you are new to the channel, hopefully you enjoyed this video. These are my top 3 buzzers that if I had to choose any, these are the 3 that I would have in my box all year round and be pretty happy to fish them at any time of the year. So we'll go ahead and we'll start tying the fly. So first in the vise is a Vicar buzzer. So we'll get some thread down on the hook, just black thread and 6/0. And for this fly, Vicar buzzer, you don't need to put a rib on this. I do it. I'll just put some black flexi floss in, tie that in, just pull it tight along the body of the fly. And just build up the body, just once or twice up and down. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you very much for your continued support, guys and girls. Do appreciate it. We've got a shout out to Mason as well. Mason, if you are watching, thank you very much for tuning in and subscribing to the channel. Mason, just a young angler, just recently got into it. It's his new favourite hobby. He sent me some pictures of some of the trout that he's caught this year with his uncle. So Mason, here's some flies that when you get your kit you can tie for some rainbows. So got a flexi floss down, and then we're going to come in with some tinsel, and this is just a silver and gold tinsel, and the collar for this one is going to be silver. So gold facing myself, and then just in at the thorax, we're just going to get a couple of wraps of the silver in there and just tie it off. This is probably the simplest fly to tie, but it catches a huge amount of fish, not just for me, but I think anyone that's done any sort of trout fishing in the large reservoirs or small still waters will tell you that the Vicar buzzer is one of the best that's out there. And that is it, guys. Dead simple. Vicar buzzer. You can change the colour in these. You can put pearl in it. You can put gold, red, any type of tinsel just in there at the collar. And then just finish off the fly. I'm just going to come in with a bit of Sally Hansen varnish. Again, the traditional way of tying these is actually just to varnish the head and not to use any of the flexi floss, but again, I'm a bit tight, so I like to try and protect the fly as much as possible. I'll be tying some flies for Mason. He's doing some river fishing and some loch fishing as well, so tie up some trout flies, Mason, so they'll be on the way across to you shortly over the next couple of weeks. Great to see the young ones getting into the fishing. Actually, he's been fishing a wee burn just next to him, next to his house, catching some cracking wee brownies in the burns. So, okay, on to fly number 2, or buzzer number 2, and this is again dead simple. Catch a lot of fish on this fly here. And this is just a simple, I think people call it a crisp packet buzzer, or my first buzzer. Probably one of the most famous ones that's out there because it does catch a lot of fish up and down the country. The only difference between them are whether you use yellow or orange or sunburst goose bites for the cheeks. So again, black thread, got a medium silver wire for this, for the body. And we'll bring that up, just in open turns. So again, guys, if you're just new to fly tying or fishing, and you are looking for buzzers to tie or buy, if you're not tying yet yourself, this is the sort of stuff that you need in your box really simple. They're tried and tested flies. I think every angler up and down the country will have this in their box. It's on my cast regularly, and it catches me a lot of fish. So cheeks for this one. I'm going to tie this one with orange cheeks, so just your goose bites. You bring those in. I'm going to tie them on either side. Just finished the box off for the Scottish Disabled team for Gil. So we need to catch up with Gil and get those over to him. So get our goose bites tied in. One on my side, one on your side. Again, you can rattle these flies out really quickly as well, so there's not a lot to them. I don't really bother with thorax covers and stuff like that either. I just tend to keep them pretty simple. And if you're just new to fly tying, my advice is don't get carried away with trying to get too many materials into your flies. Half the time you don't need them. For me, just keep them dead simple, and those flies will work for you, no problem at all on any water. So that is number 2, so that's a variation of a crisp packet buzzer, obviously not using crisp packet. You can just varnish that, and you will need probably 3 or 4 coats of varnish, because the first coat of varnish that you put on these, it will get soaked in by the material, and the varnish does shrink. So to get that nice glossy look in your flies, or your buzzers should I say, you'll probably need at least 3 or 4 coats, thin coats. So that's number 2, my first buzzer, or crisp packet buzzer, without the crisp packet, just the goose bites. If you are using the crisp packets, I believe it's Doritos that you use, the red or the orange ones. And the third one that I'm going to tie, I would have my box at any point, and it's on my cast all the time from fishing buzzers. These are 3 buzzers that, if I was to choose 3, and I only had 3 buzzers to use all season, these are the 3 buzzers that I would have on my cast. Keep them simple. And for this I'm using Polish quills and natural. Just be careful when you're using these, because they are fairly delicate. So I'll get that tied in. And then just in touch and turns, just opening them up as you come up the body, just slightly, just so you get your segmentation. Oh, we got a wee bit handsy there, sorry guys. I had a feeling that that was going to happen. Not to worry, we'll just start again. I'm making a real arse of this one, to be honest with you. Right, 3rd time lucky. Right, what's going on here? What have I done? I could be doing with tightening up that bobbin. There we go, we'll get it this time. There we go. Right. Natural quill in. Again, just a black head on this one. Nothing much to it at all. Just build the head up, and then this one I like, sunburst. Sunburst goose bites. So if you are new to fly tying, what's just happened there is I've made a bit of a mistake when I was just trying to go too fast. But key to it is, if you make a mistake, just go back over, start again. It's going to happen to you all the time. You're going to break threads, and just be patient with it and make sure that you get it done properly. So there you go. And that is the third one there. So we're 11 minutes into this video. So 11 minutes into the video, we've tied 3 flies. So it just shows you how easy these flies are to tie and knock out pretty quickly. So if you are building up a box for the start of the year for buzzer season, you can get them done pretty quickly. And as I said, that's 3 flies there that you should have in your box for anywhere across the UK. That's them there. And it's other 2. You can see that in the, oh, there's a Vicar buzzer, and there's your wee crisp packet. Probably those orange goose bites that I've got there, you can see the difference of them. Those ones are orange, but I do have fluoro orange there as well that I would tie that fly with. So guys, if you've enjoyed the video, please, if you aren't already subscribed, hit the subscribe now button for future videos. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you very much for your continued support. Mason, your flies are on, they're not on their way, but I'm tying them, so give me a week or so and they should be through the post for you. For some of those trout, hopefully they arrive before the season finishes, but if not, they'll be there for you for next season. Tight lines, wee man, and catch up with you soon. Cheers.